Hello and welcome to today's video. I'd like to thank Solbio for actually supporting this channel. And Solbio is a completely natural toilet fluid. It can be also used in the waste tank. It's environmentally friendly as it's made from completely natural ingredients. So if you'd like to know more about this product, there'll be more at the end of the current video, and there will be links below. Thank you. This is Abenteuer und Allrad in Bad Kissingen, Germany. We have here an interesting MAN conversion. The van itself dates to 2000. Let's have a look at it. Hello Frank, so what can you say about your vehicle?
We built it's an 22-year-old vehicle. We restore it completely. We sandblast the frame, we mount new brakes, we change the clutch into a new one and some bearings in the gearbox, and so we restore the complete vehicle. We paint it new, we mount the big tires, 40.00 R20 big tires, and new seats, build a stainless steel platform on the roof. And we build a truck you can travel around the world with old Euro 2 engine technique. Without that blue, you can use also gas oil or diesel with much sulfur inside, and you can travel without a big engine electronic. You can travel with no problems with these cars around the world.
Yeah, obviously this is a problem for us in Europe. We have very good fuel, but I mean in places like Africa, maybe not.
In Europe or in US, in North America, it's also no problem. And Russia also no problem with you can get good fuel, but sometimes in Mongolia, in Africa, in some countries of South America, often you get very bad fuel with very much sulfur, and with a new modern truck or vehicle with Euro 6 or so, you need AdBlue and you need a very clean fuel. And in some countries you don't get it, and then you can have the chance to get big problems with the truck. With this old truck, I think you get no problem, because he need no good fuel. Yeah. So we think the old chassis are the better chassis for traveling worldwide. Now here we have, I mach mal auf der anderen Seite. We have on the right side and on the left side big fuel tanks, together a little more than 600 liters fuel. We built our own stainless steel boxes. In the dimensions, we can build what you want. Here a very easy spare wheel holder. We can build it in hydraulic systems to lift up motorcycles or quads or so. Or we can build a very simple. The customer told us what he wants, and we build it. In this. On this truck, we keep it very simple, because the customers tell me the technique I don't have cannot go.
Can't go wrong.
Stefan? here we have the big garage under the bedroom, and we have two freshwater tanks, each 210 liters, together 420. We have the filter system. The blue one is active coal.
Some active carbon, I think it is. I can't
Active
remember.
carbon water filter. We can edit with an seagull silver iodide filter. Then we can have absolutely clean water. In this case, it's not mount. We have the water pump, and yeah, that's a very big garage. On the other side, we have the grey water tank with 80 liters inside, frost protected. Yeah. And so very simple with very big capacities for traveling long distances autark. Here we have the tire pressure control system.
Yeah,
We built it ourselves. You can dismount it in some seconds if you don't need it. You disconnect the couplings. So if you don't need it, or if you get a chance to damage it, if you drive to tire.
this air escapes from the tire. Yeah.
And if you need it, sometimes in sand or so, you can mount it very simple. And you connect it here on the valve of the tire. Here. And now
It reduces the pressure or increases the pressure depending on the.
We have the control system in the driver cabin, and you can fill it or during driving.
Yes.
It's a very good system. We tested ourselves many times in more than 20,000 kilometers in Morocco, and then more than 10 years ago in Libya. And we think it's a very good system, and you can use it on all axles. We only need some screws on the axle because it's not allowed to go on the big screws of the rim.
Yeah.
To mount it on here on the big screws, it's not allowed. To mount it here is allowed, and so it's no problem. It's all aluminium or stainless steel.
Very good.
And here it's our step. We built it also ourselves, and it's also a very simple system. You can use it. So,
Stahlkastentreffer.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, so inside now, what can you say about this vehicle?
We have a 4.5 meter long box, 4.5
Yes.
meter inside, and 2.2 meters in the wide. We have the bed with 1.4 to 2 meters,
Yeah.
with a big
Wardrobe at the back.
yes, with this storage left and right, and then window, and then roof light, and then we have a door to the storage room under the bed. You can put the stair away, open the door, and you can go inside the storage under the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kitchen with normal soft clothes or the sink. Here inside we have a gas cooker with 3 flames and also a gas oven. Yeah, it's a gas oven. Then on this side we have the bathroom, the toilet and the shower, and for hand washing. And
It's a very nice washroom. Very, very nice.
simple, small, simple, easy. Now here the technique, we have the board with the batteries or the water tanks and so on. You can show it on the touch screen. We have the fuses, radio and for the heating, and here inside clean, no big cows.
Yes.
Yeah, and here the table, you can use it also for a third bed.
Yes.
You can put the table down and make a next bed with 1 to 1.3 to 2 meters. And yeah, that's a very simple car. That's now I think it's our basic version.
Yes.
And if the customer want more, we build about the wishes of each customer.
Yes.
You tell me your wishes and we build it.
Yes. And here we can get into the cabin.
Yes,
This
if
crawl
you
space.
take the table away,
Yes.
you can open the door,
Yeah.
and that's the pathway to the driver cabin.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now it's closed. I think it's not so necessary. The most people want it. We build it, but I think you don't need it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we build it.
Yeah.
Now, and the mosquito door here, it can open to outside, and you can also, if you have the breakfast outside, you can open the door, go outside, door closed automatically, or you come from outside, opens the inside, absolute good, and you can click.
Put it in place. Very good.
So.
So this is the first time ever that I have accepted any support for promoting a product on YouTube. Now I've been on YouTube now for 15 years and I've been doing the van life stuff for a number of years as well. The reason I haven't accepted support in the past is because I felt it had to be something which I really agreed with, and a product I knew. So I had to feel 100% about recommending it to others. This is Solbio, and this is a toilet additive. Now, what's the point of a toilet additive? Well, when you use the toilet, then it goes into a cassette, and you have to dump the cassette somewhere. Now, if you just urinate into it, then there should be no problem. But if you put any solids into it, then it makes it a bit more difficult. Now, one thing you can do is if you have constant diarrhea, then you may not need a toilet additive, because you should be able to dump it without any problems. For those of you who don't suffer from this problem, then one thing you might want to consider doing, in fact, one thing you're going to have to consider doing, is using a toilet additive. Now, there's two types. There's the blue stuff, which is manufactured by a number of companies, and it works pretty well. No problems there whatsoever with the way it works. Oh, there's the green stuff, which is ecologically based. Now, up until now, the green stuff didn't work as well as the blue stuff. But I think with Solbio, we're now seeing a comparative working rate. It works just as well. So it's ecological. What it's got inside are natural soaps, it's got natural citric acid, it's got essential oils and plant extracts, and that breaks down whatever it is that you're throwing into the toilet, or releasing into the toilet, I should say. And when you come to a dump station, you can just tip up your cassette and it all flows in nicely. Now you may say, well, I have constant diarrhea, and so therefore I don't need something like that. Well, that may be the case, but one thing that this has got, it's got a rather pleasant fragrance to it as well. Now, I personally like the fragrance of the blue stuff, but I know I'm in a small minority on that one. One thing I noticed when I've been doing tests of really small vehicles, such as 5.5 meter ones above all, so as soon as you open the door, you have this fragrance, let's say, of the blue stuff sort of hits you. Now, with this one here, Solbio, it's got a more natural sort of smell. It's a bit like eucalyptus. I'm trying to find a good way of actually describing it, and the best thing I could think of, it's got these cough drops or these eucalyptus like sweets, and it's got this type of fragrance within the toilet anyway. And if you're in a small van, I bet it could fill up the small van. I haven't really noticed it sort of when I'm sitting here in this position, for example, but maybe I'm not using enough of it to actually notice. Next thing is it safe to use? Well, the thing with the blue stuff is there are good reasons to suggest that it may not be completely safe to use. I mean, it does break things down in a chemical manner. I mean, I'm not going to suggest it's dangerous or anything like that, but I don't think it is particularly good for the environment. If it comes into contact with plants or things of this nature, I mean, there's warnings that, I mean, if you get it in a fish tank or something like that, I don't know why you want to put it in a fish tank, but if you put it in the fish tank, then the fish will die. So this, as it comes from natural things, you assume that it's okay. Now the blue stuff as well, I've noticed I always get it on my hands. And not only that, I mean, obviously I sort of miss the toilet as well. But sorry, I get it into the toilet bowl. I don't miss the toilet, I miss the sort of the hole where you open up for the toilet. And it sort of stains, and it takes a few flushes for it to actually go down. I don't know if that's bad or not, but it's with this stuff, it's almost translucent. Not quite, but almost. As is when you dump it out, which seems a bit odd the first time. You think, hang on just a minute, I'm sure I didn't just urinate in there. But that's the way it is. The manufacturers say it doesn't cause skin irritation. I have never experienced skin irritation from the blue stuff, but I have heard of people having this problem. And let's have another look at it, because here it comes in two One's for marine use and the other's for motorhome use. Now it could be that mariners use the toilet or they eat something a bit more dodgy, or I don't know, but it's different. This contains 40 doses, and it's dosed via this thing down here, this little tap. Now I know there are people who are suspect of these taps. Now I previously worked in the packaging industry, and indeed I used to give talks being an expert. I don't think I was much of an expert, but I do know a little bit about it. This technology is perfectly safe, I think, to use. It's not, I mean, it's often used in bag-in-the-box applications, and so you get wine or something. The wine's in a box, and they've got this tap that sticks out, and you use it. In the company I used to work, where we produced blueberry juice, we used this technology, and I've never known the taps to go wrong in my direct experience. But when they first came out, I agree there was problems with them. I've heard of people saying they put something in the fridge or in the van and something hit here. In theory, you're supposed to knock both ends down at the pull them both up and press down at the same time to get it to work. So I mean, I do accept that these things can go wrong. Just as I mean, if you don't close a bottle properly, everything will go out. But I make that part. Other than that, the bag may seem a little unsturdy because of the way it is. But I can tell it's made from recycled. It's green plastic. It's I think it's quite safe. So there's some observations on this, and as far as I'm concerned, I really do think it is a good solution for you. Now, it costs roughly the same as the blue stuff. There isn't much difference. Now, I do appreciate that if there was a price difference, that might be a problem. Although, I think if you're into motorhomes, then you probably like living in harmony with nature, which is what I'm in it for, really. I think it's the call of nature, this contact with nature and all the rest of it. So I think that protecting nature is something that I would want to do. Whether or not I'm prepared to pay a premium, yes, maybe I'm prepared to pay a little bit of a premium for it, but in all honesty, between this one and the blue stuff, there's hardly any difference. Right, so if you find that of interest, there will be a link below. It's not an affiliate link, it just tells you where to get the stuff from. I'm not on any affiliate programs at all, deliberately, so nobody can accuse me of trying to promote something to get the affiliate link. But I do absolutely believe in this product. So, thanks very much for watching. I am currently at a place called Alexa Camping, or Camping Alexa, in northern Poland, and you may have heard some of the noises on the outside from the campsite, but I shall tell you more about that in another video. So, there you go. This is about Solbio. Thanks for watching.